Hey guys, what is going on? Son of Chelsea back here again for another video and another edition on my team selector. Now, the game against Newcastle tomorrow is coming up thick and fast, and to be honest with you, I've kind of got like mixed feelings going into the game for some reason. I'm kind of looking at the game. We've had a lot of draws recently, but we've also clearly improved some form. I think there's no denying that, and I think anyone that tries to claim that somehow we've gone backwards under Gus Hiddink, I think, is a little bit too dramatic in a way. Sure, we haven't made the progress that I think a lot of us want to, or at least want to see from the team, but considering where we were in like the December when Gus came in, there clearly has been improvements. But I think in recent games, Gus has made some major errors in terms of team selection that I think has restricted our chances of winning. So going into this game, I think there are key decisions that Gus Hiddink needs to make with team selection and the players that need to start for me that will impact the game and give us the best chance of winning. And also just in terms of starting the game properly, because I don't want Chelsea to start slow and lethargic. So really we have to be attacking in this game. We have to take the game to Newcastle. We can't sit back. I know we haven't lost in the Premier League since the turn of the new year, but we need to get 3 points in this game, especially going into that game against PSG. So going into my team lineup, pretty much Thibaut Courtois in goal. Alright, he did concede a goal last week, but made a key save from Jesse Lingard. Also made some other good saves during the match, made a double save. And I think, especially that save from Martial, that was a brilliant save from Thibaut. Back four, making only really one change to it. Ivanovic right back. Gary Cahill has to come in for the injured Kurt Zouma. JT, captain. Left back, Azpilicueta. Going into midfield, this is where I'm going to change things. Now, I know Fabregas has played a lot more further role, and that's definitely been a better position for him. I think we can understand that. At Arsenal, we dominated the pitch when he was further up forward. But in this game, as I say, we need to be attacking. So I put Fabregas alongside Mikel. I think Matic, his form has been erratic, to be kind. I think his form seems to fluctuate a lot. He didn't do awful against Manchester United. He got taken off simply because we were 1-0 down. We needed to get a goal to get back into the game. But I've seen him play a lot better with the standards he's at. So for me, Matic has to be dropped. 3 behind the striker for me. Willian has been our best player this season. Sure, I know that maybe he does look a little bit tired, but I'd still put Willian in the team. Number 10 for me has got to be Oscar. I don't know why he's continuing to play on the left wing. At Arsenal, it worked simply because we were a lot more defensive in that game, and I thought he put in a good shift. But going forward, we know number 10 is his position. Number 10 is where he belongs, where he's going to be able to create a lot more and hopefully maybe even get on the score sheet. For me, Oscar number 10. Left wing, for me, there's only one man who can take this position. It's Eden Hazard. For me, Eden Hazard, it's ridiculous to me that he hasn't started the last 2 games. I thought after MK Dons, Gus Hiddink would want to kind of capitalise on his goal at MK Dons, which sure would have given him a good moment. If you remember a few years ago when he was at his height, he absolutely destroyed Newcastle with a hat-trick. So if he can replicate some of that, as we know, we haven't seen a lot of it this season, but I want to see him get given 90 minutes. If anything else happens, you know, I think he needs 90 minutes. I think he deserves a start. I think that's lots Chelsea fans overwhelmingly want Eden Hazard to start in this game, and I think it's the logical one for Gus Hiddink. I don't think he can afford to not play Hazard in this game. Up front, none other than Diego Costa. Sure, he has that broken nose, and I'm sure that Batman mask to go with it tomorrow, but definitely, who else? Diego Costa. The stats prove that he's scoring more goals since the turn of the year. He's scoring goal after goal after goal. He's becoming the clinical Diego, making those runs, looking a lot fitter, looking a lot stronger up front. And definitely for me, Diego Costa, there's no one else who can start up front for Chelsea other than him at the moment. So that has been it, guys, for this edition on my team selector. In the comments below, guys, let me know your teams for Chelsea tomorrow at home to Newcastle. Tell me as well your score prediction. My score prediction for the game, I'm going to go for a 2-0 Chelsea win. That may seem a little bit confident, but I just want Chelsea to have a good first half. I think that first 20 to 30 minutes is very, very important for Chelsea tomorrow. We cannot come out slow and lethargic, and I think that goes down to Gus Hiddink's team selection. He has to be more positive. He has to be proactive. For me, overall, we've got to take the game to Newcastle and really test that defence of theirs. And for me, with the quality we have, we should win, but we've said that so many times this season. And really, at this point, I'm just a bit of a broken record, basically. But that has been it, guys, for this team selector. Follow me on Twitter, @SonOfChelsea, and I'll see you again. There was another story on that night that Dan brilliantly reports on in this article that I encourage you to go and read yourself. I think he done a brilliant job kind of representing Chelsea fans and talking about, hey,